pulled up over there on that chat. And see, listen, I don't know if the niggas really that smart because bitch, you got fucking ops and you out here playing fights on your fucking channel. You're playing fights on your live and you got ops out in these streets. Oh, you're very comfortable, sir. Oh, you're very comfortable. I can't tell people what to do. Well, for all those with a vendetta, you may want to check out his last live. Bitch, you got ops out here and you comfortable enough to play fights on your joint, huh? Good. I'm glad. I'm with it. Lord have mercy. Listen, man. The situation with Cole, the decision. Look, we're gonna get into it. If you want to join the panel, give your decision. I'm not really gonna play any clips. I just got a couple things to say, and then we're gonna get up out of here because see, at 7 a.m., I want to know what the fuck is gonna happen. See, at 7 a fucking clock, I want to know what decision is gonna be made by binary code. See, code, I want to know if you're dumb. That's what I'm waiting for tomorrow. I want to know if you're ego driven, and I want to know if you're dumb. Yes. Because see, Code, if you keep Shakim, if you stand on this dumb shit about trolling, if you stand on this bullshit, which I think you're gonna say, see, I personally I think Code is gonna take the route of no one is bigger than Code fam. And that he has to allow NBK to quit. And the reason why is that he can't let anyone be bigger than Code fam. See, I think Code is dumb. I do. Listen, not as far as what he does in his real life. But I think his moves on the YouTube streets, listen, this is gonna be a huge mistake on his part. And it ain't no running, well, it's a play and all of that. I listen, I get what these niggas is gonna try and say. I know it. I know what niggas is gonna try and say. But Code, that's not gonna work. Hoodie is only gonna be up tomorrow at 7 a.m. checking to see if you're dumb or not. Checking to see if you're ego driven or if you can hang in there for the long haul. Because see, Shakim doesn't have any long haul. And see, Code, listen, I posted the numbers for you. I don't know if you took a look at the community wall, but you better take a look at the community wall. Matter of fact, maybe I should pull it up for you. I'm going to show you why you need to choose MBK, Code. I'm going to show you why. And I'm going to do it with your man. I'm going to do it with your boy Shit. Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on. Cause see, Code, you need to understand how the stocks work. This is a stock market now, Code. So I gave you a breakdown on his numbers. I'm gonna share the screen here. Shout out to everybody that's in the live on the late night Sunday that was just R&B chilling with your boy Hoodie. Shout out to K Du Jour. My bad, K Du Jour. Shout out to K Du Jour for starting out with the Cash App. I want to shout out K Du Jour for starting out with the Cash App tonight. Much love. Appreciate it. Absolutely, man. Thank you for helping Hoodie get that good pack to smoke, man. And listen, this pills situation. Look, I'm not concerned about pills, man. Pills, listen. Look, pills. I think that your intentions are good, pills. I think that at times you just lack a little, backbone and spine. But I think your intentions are good, pills. But I mean, from my perspective, I wouldn't let niggas talk like that about you. That's just me. You know what I mean? Maybe I got a little more respect for you than you have for me, but listen, I'm not with all of that. But that's the same thing, you know, like, look, Kip and them can say whatever they want. When P went to talking that shit, I got that nigga the fuck up out of here. You're not going to talk about that man kid. That's not going to be going down on my panel. And I mean, for those of you who aren't paying attention, if you look at the panels where most people come to, they come to the shows where you don't have that kind of shenanigans in it. I mean, slander is probably Shakim's last bastion. And if I could get rid of you over on Slander Ave, nigga, I would. But I got to give, you know, credit to Slander for, you know, holding his guns and sticking to him. But I'm not, listen, I'm not with them shenanigans. I'm not doing that. If you talking about niggas, families and all of that, if that's your way of roasting, I don't need to be roasting with you. But this is why I think Code is not paying attention, man. We're going to get up out of church real quick. See, this is what the nigga is putting down on his panel. I want y'all to see this number. This $600. The next number I want you to see, that's $600, that's his memberships. This is estimated revenue for the past 28 days. This is 814. Now, with anyone else's channel, you wouldn't normally deduct what you make from memberships from a person's revenue. But we have to do that in Shakim's case so that we can, because this nigga buys his own fucking membership. So you have to get a correct picture of what the nigga's actually making. See, that's why when he put these fucking numbers out, I put out that this shit is more inflated than the 2008 housing fucking market. And what comes after an inflation, you have a fucking crash. So I just want to read my comment if you missed it on my community wall. So if I subtract 600 from 800, I get fucking peanuts. This man is barely meeting the AdSense threshold. The AdSense threshold for you to get a check, for you to even get paid out for the month, is $100. So when you subtract the $600 that he has paid into his own memberships from his $800, you get about $215. But see, I wasn't fucking done there. See, this is why I'm talking the binary code. Because, listen, out of that $200, he probably did 100 or close to 100 in AdSense revenue on views. So being paid out because he's done so many lives. And it's about $5 per 1,000. So if you go back, if Shakim for the month of April has had about 20 live streams, if he has, that has gotten him close to 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 live viewers or more, you're looking at a legitimate $5 per live stream. So about $100, which brings his support. So these are the people who are supporting Shakim. These are his super chats for a 28-day period down to $114. No one is supporting him. He's tanking. Now, I guess maybe the one good thing that you can take away is that maybe he was able to peel back $100 in AdSense for the month just in views. That would be a positive. But the problem if you're binary code is you don't need that from him because you're worth at least 3 times that, technically by the size of your audience. So you don't need that from Shakim. But what he does not bring you is supporters. What he will not bring you is donations and money. Now I get it with old binary code. It's not about money, but it is going to be about fucking numbers. And his numbers have been unsustainable. Now he's playing the replay game with you. The only problem is that Shakim isn't getting played out on the fucking replays because of the Cardi B fucking song. So he's not getting paid out on any of that. This is why when he's talking to me about views, I'm not concerned because he's not listen, if he doesn't get it during the live stream just because of that one Cardi B song, he's losing all the revenue. He doesn't go back and edit it out. So on all those replays, Shakim isn't making a dime. He's not making a dime on the replay game. See, this is what, niggas try and pull the fucking smoke screens on you. You can't pull it on me because I'm a content creator and I know what I'm looking at when I look at your stats. See, another telling thing is the membership percentage. The cancellations went up by 100% over the past 31 days. So his cancellations are continued. People are not renewing the memberships. They don't enjoy him as content. This is where Binary Code has to make a choice. Who is more valuable? See, now we're getting into value here. You don't need the nigga for views, but NBK will bring you in money. Because they enjoy watching him, they enjoy his opinion. He'll bring you in money. He'll bring you in members. He'll keep people in those seats longer. They're not watching Shakim. Listen, Binary Code. For this nigga to have Ness on his panel, to have Bree on his panel at the exact time that I am live, for us to go back and forth in Lemon's chat, and for me to get 3 times as many people in the live, he ought to be ashamed. He can't help you. And granted, I had ODS's share, but this nigga had Bree, he had Ness, he had a panel full of people. I did too, but I didn't have the same heavy hitters. Now, did we knock it out the park? Of course, having MBK on the live. Shout out to the OG for pulling up for sure. He knew what my show needed and he came through. I can't be mad at him for that. That's what he did. He looked out for me because he understood what the show was about. So adding himself to it, adding his opinion to it was beneficial to me. He don't need no fucking money. You know what I mean? Sometimes the thank you is appreciation enough, man. OG, good looking out because it made for better content. 3 times as much better, even with him having heavy hitters over there. Shout out to ODS for picking up the dub. And you want to know what's sad with this bitch ass niggas? He go to snitching. ODS, how do you feel about Hoodie bragging about those numbers? How do you feel about you sharing our Hoodie and him bragging about those numbers? Not realizing I had already thanked that man. Showed my appreciation to him for showing me out while you sitting there begging him to share you. Begging. Oh, I'll do anything. How much does it cost? See, I think your results time is over. People don't like you. Although they subscribed, they don't like you. They don't watch you. You're not Ness. You're not Bree. You're not ODS. You're not Jay Dunn. You're not any of these people. You're not Binary Code. You're more hassle to Binary Code than MBK. See, I'll say this, as far as Code from the management standpoint, is MBK is going to be easier for you to deal with moving forward. You don't got to worry about a lot of other fucking shenanigans with him. The only thing that you had to deal with is this situation with ZX, which, if anything, it gave you a boost out here and put you out in the streets. You handled it correctly. It's not going to happen. Bada bing, bada boom, you move on. That's how I personally see it. But, this situation, with Code, he got to decide. NBK is worth more to you. Now, if your ego is too big, you choose Shakim. Ego chooses Shakim, unfortunately, because you don't want to be outshined. But if you're thinking smart, if you're thinking long-term in the beef sector, NBK is a huge fucking benefit to you. And there will become a day where you won't need him anymore. You will have that day. You'll have that day in probably 6 months where you really won't need him anymore. But that's if you can hold on and make that decision. See, you have to be able to do that now. If you can't do that now, it ain't gonna fucking work for you. You have to be able to do it now. You have to be able to make that decision now in the moment. You have to see what is valuable and what is not valuable here. Because always having to deal with and clean up Shakim's kerfuffles while you may be entertained, it's not always beneficial to you. But at the very same time, you don't have to deal with that shit with NBK. That's not a problem. So that's where I'm wondering where your decision is going to be at, man. Shout out to Bandit Nation, man, coming through, man. Shout out to, to a lot of the new people. We actually about 200 subscribers away from 10,000. Shout out to the mods that turned on subscribers only mode. Shout out to the people dropping in. We about 200 subscribers away from 10,000. And you better fucking believe that Shakim's fucking crash out in May, his crash out that he's about to have in May, it's gonna coincide with Hoodie's rise above 10,000 fucking subscribers. See, regardless of what the nigga want to say, I've been able to grow the channel, and he knows this. Listen, this should not be happening. But see, he doesn't understand I'm not playing the same game as him. We not playing the same fucking game, bro. I don't want to be running around and dancing and jiving from fucking panel to panel. I only do that to troll you, bro. That is it. And see, I don't gotta be here. You don't want me in the beef sector? That fucking strike is still on my channel, nigga. See, you don't want me following you to fuck around. That shit's still on my channel. Bitch, you take it off and I'll start thinking about going the fuck away. See, it's better for your peace of mind. You had that deal on the table and you didn't take it. So I'll continue to eat off your fucking name. I'll continue. And the chat don't mind being petty, man, and throwing stabs at you. They don't mind, man. They don't listen. They don't mind. But for Code, what are you going to do? What is Binary going to do? What is the decision? Is it the long term or the short term? Which one is it? Shakim gives you, your own spotlight. I don't think that's a good thing. I think you'd be better off letting somebody else have a lot more of that shine. And then you get to pull your little troll fucking moves. But Shakim always gonna blow your fucking spot up. He don't know how to move out in these streets. The nigga acted up over $25. He thought it was 100, but still, listen, he's still harping on it to this day. That the reason why him and MBK aren't cool is because the nigga cash at me. You got to think about that, binary. You got to think about what is the right move to make. Who's going to be who? Listen, with your troll moves, who would you be able to get more accomplished with? Who can read the moves a lot better? That's always going to be an NBK. Shakim can't read. He's illiterate. He can't read. Man, listen, man. But look, this is where we are. 7 a.m. So 11:23 now, East Coast time, 7 a.m. What will the decision be? Make sure you're hitting that like button, hit that poll. I know it's late night. Will MBK return? Listen, y'all saying no. MBK was, listen, he gave Codes an ultimatum. So, binary, your ultimatum was very simple. If Shakim up there, I'm not fucking with it. So what are you gonna listen? I'm just watching. What are you gonna do? What's the next content you're gonna give Hoodie? Will you have the story of triumph by making the smart decision, putting Shakim to bed like you should? Or will you have a story of death? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you put Shakim on that show, you're done. There is no bringing MBK back because you've, in his eyes, I'm gonna tell you right now, you put Shakim on that show, in his eyes, you've made your decision. And the other side is this: is he cannot go back on what he said. He can't go back on what he said to that he can't do the show with Shakim. He can't go back on that. See, you know, you with your little weaselly ways, like you would go back, you would just go back on what you said, and you would just call it, well, I was just trolling. NBK doesn't play the game in that way. So he's not gonna go back on what the fuck he said. He's not gonna share a stage with Shakim. So if he's not willing to share that stage with Shakim, that puts you in a very precarious predicament because Shakim is going to be up early and on the panel. He's going to be ready to hit the link. And see, your heart's going to be fucking beaten because you do have to make a choice because MBK is also going to be ready to hit your link. But I think that what you're going to see tomorrow with MBK is that he's not going to be the first person to hit the link. He's going to wait and see if Binary has Shakim come up there. Binary is going to have to make a public decision. He's not going to be able to weasel his way out of it. He's going to have to make a very public decision about Shakim. And it's going to be either you keep this nigga or you fire him. That is it. If you bring Shakim up on that panel, it's done. And BK will take that as your decision. That will be the death of Code Fam in the beef sector. And I know, listen, I know in your brain, I know what you're thinking. I know you think that that's not possible. And I know you're going to be skewed by tomorrow's numbers because everyone is going to be there to watch what your decision is going to be. So I don't want your mind to have the number. I don't want the numbers to skew your mind that this is about you. Because everyone is going to be there to see if you get rid of NBK. So that is why your numbers are going to be crazy tomorrow. I'm predicting crazy numbers for Binary tomorrow. I'm predicting crazy numbers for Binary tomorrow. And a decision is going to have to be made. You're not going to be able to get around it. And the very act, and I think in your mind, I think that you think you can weasel your way out of this and you're just going to get them both up on the panel and you're going to talk your way through this, but that's not going to fucking happen. There isn't going to be any talking the way through it. Hey, Miss Grish, there isn't going to be any talking your way through it. If you're going to keep NBK, you're not keeping Shakim. You have gotten to that point. And if you're keeping Shakim, you're not keeping NBK. You're going to try and sell it any way in your mind that you can. Right now, you're trying to weasel it when you should have you should have handled it behind the scenes before. See, the problem with trying to handle it with MBK behind the scenes now is that MBK will look like a soft ass nigga. I wouldn't use, the other word. It's an OG. So I'm not going to disrespect him like that. But he does know it. Because of what he said, like, everything has to be done public. That choice has to be made. He has to, with the choice being made, it means he gets the win. He has to get the win. In order for you to get the win, he has to get the win. If not, you take the fucking L. But he did it public and he said that I'm not going back there if the nigga goes back there. Because if he does, then he knows what we're going to say about him. And I mean, MBK in his mind can't lose to a nigga like Shakim. He cannot lose from lose to a dirty, dusty, dingy ass nigga from Detroit. That shit ain't trolling, bro. I'm telling you, Binary Code, that's not trolling. I'm wondering where your decision-making skills are. Because in the long run, you stand to gain a lot fucking with MBK over in the beef sector. He gives you all you need. There is no short or long term with Shakim. None. There's no benefit. You're directly redirecting his life. Think about this. I didn't even really know this was a thing. You're directly redirecting his life, where at the end, it automatically picks up his life. Automatically. Even on the replay. So if they set that up, even on the replay, he'll catch views. This is why I say if I was him, I wouldn't even be running a Cardi. This is why I get rid of the music off of my joint so I can get paid off of those views. But they're redirecting immediately off of his lives and he can't pull numbers. Code. It would not be the case with MBK. And you know that. The names are different. Yes, informant. Listen, Grish. Think about his interview style, man. It's not gonna be. He needs NBK to help break that up. Does he really want Shakim up there saying this is too merch? This is too merch. Damn. Yikes. Do you want this nigga singing and that's all he can add to your commentary? Or do you need someone who can give you some history, give you some dialogue, set you up going into your next goddamn storyline? See, trolling is about narrative creation. Shakim can't give you that. You need someone who can assist in that. All Shakim do is buck dance and eat butter biscuits. When you pull up on this nigga, all he doing is fucking singing now. He don't even roast no more. All the nigga do is sing. When you start roasting him, he start quoting Cardi B fucking lyrics. The shit done got weird and strange out here in these streets. Shout out to T Pre. I'm gonna go become a member. Exactly though, T Pre. I did not see that, Grish. You got a membership. Go check that content out. It's free. It's free. Yes, Bandit Nation. He was singing all female lyrics on Mysterious's platform, Spooky Dude. Bandit, you must be from the Mo 3 sector. Listen, I don't know. Put which sector you're from. But he is a weird ass nigga. It is true. He a weird ass fucking nigga. It is what it is. Drama said he'll pick the Egyptian because it gets him through May when the real commute starts. Listen, Drama. If he thinks that he'll be able to extend, like, think about it, Drama. Think about how bad the show was with him and Shakim for just 2 hours. He's going to extend that show out maybe to 4 hours. It's going to be terrible. See, what I'm watching with Shakim is that just because Ness hit your panel, but yes, listen, just because Ness hit your panel, just because Bree hit your panel, it don't mean you automatically get numbers. Once again, Ness and Bree was over there on his panel when we went head to head, and he lost to me by 3 times the amount. 3 times. Where the nigga, listen, all he wanted to hold on to at the end was, yeah, I got this in replay. Nigga, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. I watched the numbers. You had 50, I had 180 in the chat. Like, you got to stop playing fucking games. But T-Pre, he not, listen. He not listen. This Kills home team. Shout out to Kills, man. Shout out to Kills, man. Hey, Kills, this you salute if it's Kills, man. Salute being in the town, Brody. But he said he won't survive that long. Nah, T-Pre, listen, T-Pre. Without MBK, they're not going to watch the show. And that's just a fact, man. Without MBK, he wouldn't have made it this far. MBK has been a blessing to him. Imagine the days where shout out to Doe Eyes. Imagine the days where Code would have to do that show on his own because Shakim been up all night on fucking panels and can't pull up to the fucking job on time. So you mean to tell me that Binary Code, who is an administrator in his real fucking life, this nigga is gonna pick the person who is inconsistent over the person who shows up on time for work every single day? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what I'm gonna get? You're gonna take the person who has consistently made your show a success, and you're gonna trade him out for the nigga that will stay up all night on fucking panels and not even show up for the damn show that you have planned every morning at 7 o'clock. That's what you're telling me? Do you know how insane you would have to be? Do you know how insane you would have to be? That's like at your job, taking a nigga that don't come to work, that call in on his shift, and promoting him over the motherfucker who makes you look good every single day. I'm gonna tell you from the perspective of Hoodie as a manager. I love the people that make me look good. Those are Hoodie's favorite people. The people that make me look good make me look like I do my job well. And when you have more people on your team that make you look good than not, then that means that you're good at leadership. Because niggas is doing their fucking jobs. Shit is running. You start coaching those who aren't doing their jobs, writing them the fuck up and firing them and getting new trainees in the building. This is what you do. And you introduce them to the new culture that you have established. This is what you do. But you build that culture on those who are consistent. Look at Greg Popovich and Tim Duncan. Look at Greg Popovich and what's his name? The Admiral. David Robinson. Manu Ginobili. Tony Parker. You build your team. Grish, I'm going to bring you up in a second. You build your team on consistency. You can't win on inconsistency. Yes, Vic. Listen, we can, man, you look, we can name the names. Miss Grish, what's going on? That's
How are
you.
you? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Good to talk to you.
Okay. So respect to you, respect to your mods, respect to the chat, and respect to the sector.
Absolutely, Miss
Okay,
Grish.
greetings from the beef sector. We come in peace. And this is a very good topic. Um, what I wish is success for the gentlemen's, and I do believe that NBK has his foot in the sand and
Mm-hmm,
he will not be moved because marks have been already, drawn.
mm-hmm,
Um, the the family has been disrespected.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
He has been disrespected,
mm-hmm,
and I'm thinking also that's just on that side, the show, but he's also starting to see another side of the old
mm.
man. He's starting to
Ooh.
see the grips that he has on him. I don't know if you've been seeing
Uh-huh.
the shows lately, but
Absolutely.
they had I would say a discussion or maybe a debate about he thought that he said he told the old man I thought that the beef sector was the ops. And I have found out that that's not so.
Oh, what?
He did. Yeah, it's on I believe live yesterday. Yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. So,
Who?
cause
Wait,
yes,
wait,
cause he
Grish.
was
Who said that, Grish? Who made that particular statement?
NBK told that to the old man on the old man
Wow.
show. Okay, so I remember it was yesterday because he said he was doing the yard work. He was doing yard work,
Mm-hmm,
and so the old man then turned the tables into being very sensitive and said, "It's the
mm.
money remarks. It's the money remarks, and I need you to be careful because I don't want you to, get used." And he started going lower and lower and lower until he got to me.
Um.
And with me, you need receipts. You cannot lie on me because everything I do is documented. And so he stated, "Oh, and Grish said something about we really need you to, that you have things to offer." That's bull because she's a soldier for Brianna. And I didn't know what he was talking about money and things. But I had to let
Mm-hmm,
him know. Well, I got on Lady Nika's platform and I explained, brother, everybody ain't broke.
mm-hmm,
You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing documented I ever asked for money. There's nothing wrong with asking for money, but I do my own thing. And I said, also, you need to know who I am. I catch pedos and I also do bounty hunting on the
Mhm.
side. So now I didn't
Oh.
want to tell all my business, but he's trying to force my hand to make it look like, we're trying to keep him for the money. No, we got money too. We have money too.
Oh.
Okay. Um,
So he mad MBK playing in somebody else's sandbox.
yeah, and he also thinks that he's trying to convince him that we're trying to lure him for the money. No, someone that's thinking that way, they're luring them for the money. And I also said, I could tell you someone that does need him for money, someone that has a document that is public record in the Philadelphia courts that states that their ledgers are unsatisfactory, and that's public record without getting into it. So
Mhm.
we could throw money on the table, we could throw papers on the table, and then NBK could see who really needs him for money.
You want to know what? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that he's been watching and listening and hearing about MBK throwing money around because I didn't think about it like that, but he's so much like Shakim. It's like a old, like, is that how Shakim is gonna be when he gets old? Like this type of bitch ass nigga? Like what are we doing? But like that's basically what I see at Grish is that it sounds like he's jealous about the money.
Exactly. I also think that just like I don't think NBK was aware that of the old man's plan that we all
Mm,
saw. But I also don't think he understands that he needs him. Uh, for someone to say that we want him for money, and again, this was the old man, not NBK. He's in dire straits.
mm,
Shakim is living better than him.
mm.
So you
Damn,
have to
that's not saying
understand.
much.
Let's look at what Shakim is doing. Shakim is in a home,
Mm-hmm,
okay, that is being taken care of. That's all. He has to
mm-hmm,
take care of his own needs, food. He got stamps.
mm-hmm.
He has to take care of all, his little
Right. Yeah, yeah,
habits
yeah.
and things like that. So what really responsibility does he have? He constantly getting
None.
in trouble with the law, and they eating his membership with the fines.
Yep.
So
Yep.
besides that, he's not cutting even. If he has to stop something, the shenanigans, or he has to stop the habit, and then he'll break even.
Ooh.
And
Listen,
I'm
he
just
he he addicted to YouTube though, Grish.
and that's not the only thing he's addicted to. And we need to deal with the fact that if he gets himself some help, he has talent. I'm not listen. I was I you know I, we went at it. We went at it, but I gotta call it what it is. He is the youth and he is the future.
He 30 years old, Grish.
Yeah, I
He
know how old he is, but you
he
have to understand.
30.
I understand, but he's still a youth. And let me say this.
That's
He's
not fair,
29.
Grish. Come
Hmm.
on,
He's
man.
29, but he's functioning on a 16-year-old level. And
That's very
do
true.
I say I'm having sympathy for him? No. What I am saying is that at this moment, I asked NBK the offer that he still had for him. Could he please keep it on ice for like at least like a year until he get himself probably cleaned up or something? Now on my page, I'm saying that, but I also got to be honest. On my page is time marks of when he's doing his activity, and it's caught on video. Could we see it? No, because you could hear it. And he got excited because someone gave him memberships, and forgot to press the mute button, and that was today. And it is what it is. At least he explained
Wait,
what
wait,
it is.
wait, 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 wait. Woo. Run that back one
It's
more time. I'm hitting this
if you
blunt. Run that
go to
back.
if you go to the wall of my wall,
Mm.
which I don't get a dime if you go. So if anybody's saying, "Oh, she's using this for clout," what clout? Okay, anyway, it's on the wall, and the mark. I always put the markings there. The time marks are there, and it shows when he was doing his activity. And it was right when somebody gave him some memberships. Usually he's buying the memberships. But somebody gifted him 16 memberships and he got excited. And then you heard sniffing, sniffing, and then there was a pause, sniffing, saying it's not sniffing. Trust me, my family's in medical, services, and that wasn't like he was crying or anything. It was something else. And so it was okay. And he became more hyper. And then he started talking about how he's losing his strength within the show. And then you heard more sniffing. Now, I'm not going to bash the brother, but what I'm saying is there's something there. If he cleans himself up, I'm hoping that that offer is still on the table. Okay? That's all I said, all I had to say that. Also, there's a marking of all of this, all of this to be the fifth Beatle, but he was in his room today and got gifted a membership. The old man, I say. The old man.
Mm,
How did that happen?
I'm trying to pull up this goddamn sniff because I'm on your joint.
Okay.
Lord, listen, I was mad I wasn't subscribed. I was like, man, I'm not subscribed to Grish, man. I went ahead on and hit that button, Miss Grish. I hit that button. Look, mine's drop Miss Grish, drop her channel link so y'all can follow along.
I don't need no followers. I don't need no followers. But the thing is, the wall. The wall is, I try to put information on the wall so you can see what's going on. But I don't
Fair
need. I'm
use.
good. I do it for fun.
Well, I'm gonna play this, Miss Grish.
Okay, I'm gonna be
We had
quiet.
34. We had 34:30. I'm gonna play it. So let me be nosy and go to my own chat room. I gotta go get a room real quick. Let me go look and people on over there. What's going on in this chat? What the hell? Oh, Rico the Sleaze got a gifted membership from iBabe. Take that, take that, take that. Before 1492 was gifted a membership. Rainy Puds was gifted a membership. Maria 2006 was gifted a membership. Let me share my screen real quick because I know you fucking lying. Are you kidding me? Yes, sir. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. My God, today. My God, today. Let me share my screen. Hold on one second. Now, did I go past it, Miss Grish? What I ain't.
Well, that's where the old man came in and got a membership. If you look at
Oh,
the one on top, that's the sniffs. The one before that, because there's a
oh,
set of
okay.
numbers.
3428 is the sniff.
That is
34.
correct. All of
Okay, I
that
mean,
sniffs.
ooh, let's go back here. Be nosy. Now I gotta be nosy. I told you that I am the sun god Ra. Yes, I said I'm the moon god Allah. I like to prophesy like the Ptah. I like to live forever, ever, like the stars. Peep these bars. So let me be nosy and go to my own chat room. I gotta go get a room real quick. Let me go look and people on over there. What's going on in this chat? What the? I don't know, Miss Grish. I just played it and
34. Hold on.
uh
Hold on. Let me go to it myself.
the member was at 3711. Am I on the right? I think I'm on the right video. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 3311. Who driver said 3311 for the sniff.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I be trying not to watch this little bitch ass nigga. We reading this chat though. Let's see what we got here. I know the nigga do coke. That I ain't, Can
Anyway,
we
while
get it?
you doing that,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
I would my whole thing is I believe that what what Code's plan gotta be at this moment
Mm-hmm.
is and I'm being honest, it's the only way out. He would have to actually bring up old man to put it on the table because it was the old man thing that jumped it off. When he tried to come up there
Mm.
and he tried to use that as a crutch, that set off NBK. Is that correct?
I listen. I agree, but I listen. MBK, he don't really got a problem with code. So I don't know if having grown folks up there is really gonna with seal the problem that MBK has with Shakim.
Right. But the
You
thing
know what I'm
is that
saying?
that would show him at his best. If he was to get up there and have and Coles is very intelligent and he knows how to troll. If he can get him on the platform, get him to expose himself. You get what I'm saying? And show his
Yeah.
greed. NBK would see it for itself. I don't see any other way out. Bringing Bree up there is just a band-aid.
No, that
You
that
understand?
that ain't gonna work. Yeah, I
That's
agree
a
with you, Miss
band-aid
Chris.
because she has her nice ladies that's with him, with her, gentlemen and ladies. But that's just for that day. You would need her like there permanently to keep it going.
Right. Right. That's why I say, I think that this situation that he has with Shakim and Code is gonna have to deal with the situation with grown folks. I agree with that as well. But this particular situation he got with Shakim, he's got to make a public statement. So it's got to be, I am choosing you over Shakim. Shakim can't come to the show anymore. I am choosing to have you on my show. And Cole can't weasel his way out of it.
Well, he took away his mod stick,
Yeah, yeah, he's
and he's going to probably explain that and use that. You know, I already punished him. I took away something from him, something that he cherishes, and but that was only for 24 hours.
right.
So the only thing that I can think of would be a suspension.
It's got there has to be right. Well, see, I can maybe he can weasel that in to try and appease Shakim. But at the end of the day, that's gonna be him choosing MBK, over him. And I
But
mean,
that's the
like,
only way. That's
yeah,
the
that
only way.
he has to choose MBK.
Because at this moment, I don't think NBK is coming back. So
No,
he would have to throw Shakim on the sword and put him on a suspension, right? Probably,
I agree.
struggle for a few days during for the week. And then maybe somebody will feel sorry for him and come back just to have a conversation with him.
Yeah, but listen, MBK, he said it on his word, Grish. You know what I mean? Like he would look very soft to us men.
Yeah, he would.
You know
He
what I
would.
mean? He would be,
But
and I would be
if
all over that storyline, Grish. You know me.
I know, but what I'm going to say is Code is willing to embarrass himself to save that show.
But Grish, to me, there's only listen, I'm with you. There's only one way out of it, which is the choice has to be made. I mean, you throwing them a bone with the suspension, and I don't know if NBK would even go for that, but I'll run with that because that's still more or less a choice. But that right there, just him doing that is gonna set Shakim off in a way that there won't be any coming back. So once that decision is made, no matter what decision it is, if that decision comes down to it's NBK over you, you're in the wrong and basically saying MBK is right, then him and Shakim are gonna be through with. Through. He can't handle MBK giving me $25. There's no way his ego can take that blow of him saying that MBK is more valuable than he is. He won't be able to take it.
Right. But it'll sit him down for a little bit.
I think he'll go crazy over in your sector.
He probably would. But the girls they're calming him down a little bit. Like dance for
Yeah,
us, Shakim. Do the hucklebuck, Shakim. Do this, do that, and he's loving it. But what I want to say is I'm telling if Cole can hear me, and I really cannot stand him, like, because he is such a weasel, the
he is.
answer would be to bring grown folks up there. And why? Because it's like law and order. He will snap and the truth will come out. You don't have to do anything. He's a narcissist and he will what is it? Implode on himself.
He will.
He
T
will
Pre, is
and
that
every
you? I'm sorry, Miss Chris.
Go
T Pre,
ahead.
is
No, I
that you?
apologize.
Yeah, it's me. Hey, hey, Hoodie. Hey, y'all, Informant Shitter. How y'all tonight?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Hoodie. Listen, I do not mean to interrupt this wonderful conversation because it is a great conversation.
Go ahead.
However, brother, I need you to pull up that video one more time. Okay?
I got it. I'm right here on my phone. Where you want me to
And
go,
go
T?
to 32 minutes and
Mm-hmm.
48 seconds and just let it rock.
All
Okay?
right.
Just let it rock.
All right. Right. I'm at.
Don't stop it. Don't say, well, where are we? Because you will hear exactly what you need to hear.
All right, I'm at 32:25. I'm gonna just let it
Now
play.
go now go a little further. Go to like 40, 48, because you're gonna hear a whole bunch of stupid shit. But you want to get to the point.
37. All right, 32:49 right here.
Okay, let's go. Turn it up as high as you can.
Oh, there it is. Oh shit. Hold on. Three, four. What the cause?
Yeah, I stand corrected. I got the times off.
What?
My. You want to play that again? Just
Yes.
without all the O's and stuff. That way we can hear this very clearly.
I'm gonna give it a little context because I was at 49. Let me get 10 more seconds.
Okay. Okay.
Because Grish, it is just like you said. The nigga thought he went on.
Like I wasn't ready for all of this, man. I'm already losing my voice, and I can't really sing like that, and I can't really rap how I'm used to doing it. And you're gonna gift me 10 memberships, man? Damn, damn, damn. I can't do it. I can't. I can't. It's just too much. It's just too much. It's just too much.
Wow. Wow. That is fucking.
He even had the cough at the end.
You hear that shit?
Listen, if you know, you
And
know.
he went right
There,
into character.
there's some more he done because he kept doing it throughout the show. But we got
What?
another thing going on in our sector. You know what I mean? Where there's a divide. It's been a divide and conquer. So yeah, I probably threw off the time. And thank you so much, T. Pre. I appreciate that.
Oh no, they actually put it in. Shout out to Drama. He's in the chat. RNT
Thank you, drama.
strikes back. He actually
Thank
got
you.
it, and then there's somebody else that posted it. So I went and listened to it on my own device just to hear this shit. I was like, oh, you can't miss this.
Here's another one where
It's
he
clear
hits
as
it.
day.
He hits it and then he lets out like a cowboy scream. There's another one, but I got to get the time for that.
Whoa. One of y'all know where that is.
I don't know. I have to go back.
We
He
might
lets
as
out
well
a
play it on
it's like
all.
a
We might as well
scream
play everything. Shit.
Lord, that boy cook rig. That boy is cooked.
because he
That is
Cooked.
understands what tomorrow
sick.
is. He's not
Ridiculous.
stupid. He knows tomorrow's the chopping block for. He knows it.
It is, man. Binary code got to make a choice, man. But you know what, Grish? I did want to ask you, and I got T Pre because she was talking about it too. What's your thoughts? You know the beef sector. Would they watch Binary Code without MBK? Go ahead, Miss Grish.
Okay. It might last for the novelty of one day, but
Ooh.
then it will start dropping off. Considering uh just him, it would be boring unless he. I mean, even if he come up with good topics. Um, he's more informative than he is in entertaining. So I would say I would say about probably 30%, 40% drop.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Yep. I said going to his show is not, and this wasn't like a stab at him or anything, but I said going to his show is like going to a seminar. To talk to him would feel that way. I had some other things to say too.
Now I just would like to say another way that he could probably do tomorrow is if he come forward and just spill his guts on it, throw some tea on himself. Well, they say you can't cut him with his own tea. If he comes tomorrow and just spill his own guts, look, this is the way I felt. This is what happened. I even told someone this and that. You know what I'm saying? And just be
Mhm.
honest. It might work for him,
But Miss
but he's
Grish, one question for you. What happens when he drops the link?
okay. When he
Does
dropped when he
hmm
drops the link, we all know Bree gonna hit it because Bree feels sorry for him, and that's the niceness in her. But then when
Shakim gonna hit it?
Shakim gonna hit it, and old man gonna be around somewhere because he want to tell somebody off because
Hmm.
he's trying to hold on to the purse. He's trying to hold on to that purse very heavy, and he's trying to play it off like he care.
Mm.
And if it was my show, I would have him on there. I would make him very comfortable so we could talk, and then we'll get to the nitty gritty, so we can really hear how he feels. And I would not stop him. I'll go on. What they say, Mert. I will go on Mert
I'm
because
going
he
Bird.
he loved to hear himself talk, and he will bury himself if you do not stop him.
That would be quite the show if grown folks pull up. I think that if that's the case, MBK doesn't have a choice but to hit that link. Now, I listen. I got to agree with you from that perspective. If I want MBK to get up there and Shakim is there, you might have to insert the atomic bomb of grown folks. But then,
Correct.
but
Correct.
but doesn't that mean that grown folks is now one, Grish?
No, because then he would see. He's not. He's not. The old man's not the master. The old man really is an old man, and he needs help. And he would just. It would benefit him once he see that to just really talk to him. You see, because if he evens the field
Absolutely.
with the old man and go and give him the 4,000 5,000 that he need, then guess what? There's no more ties because he's in died
Mm.
straight for 4 or 5 thousand. Some on the water, some on the rent. He had on the taxes. He owed, and that would get him out the mud. Then MBK can go on about his business. Listen. I'm not telling him what to do, but I'm just saying this is
It's
how you
sad.
even the field. You give him about 5 grand. You understand? That'll shut him up for a little bit. And then you sit back and watch what's going to happen with. And if he even gets in a bond, you don't have to go save him because you already cleaned the slate with you and him.
That's a shame, man. That man is a grown old ass nigga. Man, come on, Grish. It's a shame how much of this just come right back down to money. It really is sad. And listen, you just mad that the nigga giving away a couple dollars, man. Like, get yourself out of your own fucking predicament, man. What the fuck are we talking about? So, what's going on, bro?
What's happening, G? What's going on? Hey, Miss Gersh, how you doing?
Salutations.
Salutations. So I just wanted to come up and add this really quick, right?
Absolutely.
Binary could do this show by himself, but you asked the question earlier, what would need to be done tomorrow? And like I said in the chat, it's a multitude of routes that he can take. But just like y'all was talking about with the old guy, if he possibly come up there, but I don't think Binary would let him up. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know Binary too much like that, but I do know that he cares about this show more than anything. There's also a double play that he can do because he can still work with Shakim behind the scenes. But there's a danger to that because Shakim don't know he don't know how to keep his mouth closed. Eventually it's gonna come out at some point in time. For this to be about money, I believe Miss Grish is right that it's gonna have to be some type of monetary hush money to really like keep that like, you know what I'm saying, like on the fence a little bit, but still, um, but Binary by himself, could he carry the show by himself? I think that's the question that he has to answer,
Mm.
because it seems like he knows a little bit. I'm not saying it seems like he knows a lot, but it seems like he know a little bit about everything, enough to where it would pique people to really like click the link and see what he's talking about. But you got to be able to hold that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With his voice and his dialect and his tone and his cadence, it will drop off 12 to 15 minutes at max if you don't keep that show running at a pace to where you can keep people interested. This is why he had the MBKs to support, to really bring in bits and pieces of that he didn't have. But this is also why you had the Shot Kim to be that maliciousness, to add
Mm-hmm.
that little spice to it.
Mm-hmm.
With this and whole entire thing blowing up, tomorrow's going to be very interesting for Binary, because this is going to either make or break your show.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately enough, your loyalty to Shot Kim is going to cost you that, because you could put Shot Kim on the back burner or let him go and axe him, but then Shot Kim might crash out completely, and then now you're going to have to deal with that explosion. But what do you get at the cost of that? You now get a quality show with MBK. But just like MBK said, it's a lot of people who then came over there now who's either then targeted him or have problems with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a minefield that if Binary does not navigate this correctly, this could make or break him. That's the way I see it.
Victor Bone, is that you, good brother?
Yeah, bro, it's me, man.
All right,
I'm
go
trying to
ahead,
hold
Vic.
in these
Hop
soldiers.
in there. Go ahead, Vic.
Yeah, in the famous words of Paul Heyman, this ain't a prediction, it's a spoiler. Okay? NBK ain't fucking with binary. Period. It's a wrap. It's over with. You can hang that shit up. It's done like disco. Okay? It's nothing even to think about. Like, binary doesn't get a second chance. Like, he
Mm.
doesn't have a time machine. You feel me? It's it's
Well, Vic,
it's an
Vic, he did
age
he
gap.
Vic, he said on the panel, you was there with us. Now, MBK did say he would do the show if Shakim wasn't there. So what's your thoughts? He did say
But
that. You was on the panel that day.
yeah, he said that Shaquem wasn't there.
Yeah.
But MBK no, MBK knows, and I know that Shaquem will be there. Do you
Okay, I see
understand?
what you yeah, I
So
see
we
what you're
could we
saying.
could we could speculate on what ifs, right? But what's reality? Binary um has told all of us, hey, Shaquem, that's my man's. I don't give a fuck. Um, that he's slow and stupid. He does dumb shit. I still love him. That's what he said. So
Mm-hmm.
nobody really focuses on what Binary is saying. Binary chose
Mm,
Shaquem over NBK. Ain't no NBK. NBK
mm,
is already a well-known name in multiple sectors. So if anything, it was Binary that fucked up. He was the one that was trying to get in the algorithms. NBK is a known name. Just like ZX is a known name. ZX don't need no motherfucking binary to get on. ZX is a name that's known in multiple sectors. Regardless if you love him or hate him, he's already established. He already, you know what I'm saying? He already got people that donate to him. Just like me, his audience bought him a car too. So
mm.
what can binary give ZX? You feel me? When his people are giving him cars. If anything, um, if Binary really was trying to build some shit, he should have acted like the ZXNBK thing never existed because everybody
Mm.
knew that NBK was down with ZX. So for him to use that as a tactic to attack NBK, well, he shut the door on his own pockets. Wasn't NBK donating the motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Well, how
So
could he how
you
could he
can
do
do
that
shit
though
on
if
the
it was
donor.
already how could he do that though if it was already publicly like put out there that
It's
this
like
is something?
as soon as NBK
tried to help Binary and Shaquem, they both played them. So that
Mm-hmm.
that 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 boat don't come back on the dock. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Boats go forward. You ever see a cruise ship back up? I never seen that bitch back up.
I seen the
Well,
motherfucker turn around. I've also seen it
Yeah, you
sink.
see him turn around, but that's a
Mm-hmm.
long ass turn for a cruise ship to turn around. He got to have room to turn around.
Well,
well,
it's
let me.
easier. It's
I'm
easier to
sorry.
shoot. It's easier to sink it, right? But
Right.
that's. I think that's the. I think that's the torpedo that's really like fucking with that whole entire cruise ship. And my bad, Miss Grish. Go ahead.
I apologize. I was just going to say I beg to differ because I don't know if anybody caught it, but recently, um, Shakem had slipped and said, "Codes is okay because he knows I'll take care of everything for him, like I've done it before."
Yeah,
And
I
so,
caught that.
therefore, I don't really believe Code's going to ever throw him away because Shakem must got some receipts on him. You understand?
Either receipts, or he's supporting him with that kit pack. One or two.
Well, no, I believe that
Mm.
that's that other old gentleman. That trust me, I'm waiting for him to hit the link at any time. I would love to talk to him. How he is contributing to something such that's dangerous, that's putting this boy in one room where he will not move.
But then where would that place his next move? Because that next move could be destructive, right?
Well, I mean, if he gets the support that he needs. You see, right now what they're doing is keep feeding the monkey. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying in a way of trying to say it features. I'm saying it in a way of the dancing, the entertaining animal that then
Mm-hmm.
goes around and gathers all the watches. He is someone got
Yeah,
to
you said
care.
that perfectly, sis. Dancing
Someone,
monkey. No, you were
someone,
factual.
someone has got to either put the foot down, clean them up, get them straight, and bring them back because continuously having incidents and
Mm-hmm.
then trying to fix it with giving him a little snack, I'm gonna say snack, that's not gonna work.
I do agree with you, Miss Grish, and I'm looking at it from the perspective. Shout out to Vici for putting this comment. But I
Mm-hmm.
agree with this, which is Binary cannot go to war with Shakim. Shakim has no boundaries. Binary don't want that smoke. And he's actually been down this particular path with him. And he understands getting in the bed with the devil, that he can't just dish Shakim and throw him to the side, because this motherfucker was the last person that called his job. And he'll
Well,
call that motherfucker again. Go ahead, y'all.
he's comfortable with the heat of being in the bed with that devil because he know that that devil, though it may bring heat, it's a heat that brings attention,
It's been
and
beneficial. It has.
it has been
No.
beneficial. But this is where I go back to that original question that I had a long time ago about quality and abundance. I don't think what is his name, Binary. I think he wants a little bit of both, but you can't have both cakes. You got to choose. You got to choose between the two. And him choosing Shaquem, I'm sorry, him choosing MBK, even if MBK don't want to come back. If he publicly says, Shaquem, you can't come back, I'm choosing MBK, Shaquem will then go on a scorched earth policy.
Mhm.
And with that, even with that restraining order that he had once before, because let's just call it like it is, he drew blood on this boy. He called CPS on this man, I believe, and he called this man's job, and he went. He did enough to him to where he felt like he needed to get a restraining order, but that wasn't
Mhm.
enough to stop him because all that did was just put him in a timeout box for a little bit, and then for some odd reason they worked it out, and they came together to work to like get to where they are right now.
I just think it was more or less time, as time went on, like, Shakim has been a part of the sector. So, as you participate in the sector, time has kind of went on and you kind of tend to let those things go. But I
No,
think
it
that
was a
he go
go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead, sir.
No, 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 my bad. Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, but I was gonna say, I think that, I do agree with Vici that he is in a very precarious situation where,
Mm-hmm.
like, you got to bow down to a bitch ass nigga because you don't know what the fuck he would do with your personal life,
Mm-hmm.
and understanding what he did to you, or attempted to do to you the last time. Because, like, if just the decision itself, and Grish was saying the suspension, but that's a problem. The thing with the wrench, Shakim did his best, and that's why he only did the wrench, for goddamn 24 hours when he know he should have took his fucking wrench away, period. See, Cole know that he can't give the nigga a wrench because he's gonna continue to do what he's doing. But he know, well, you know, at the same time, he got a bargain. See, when I see that type of bargaining shit going on, that means you don't got control, and Shaquem got more control over you. So, you know, I'm listen. I
Well,
hope
yeah,
he
I
go,
agree with you,
go ahead,
bro.
Vic. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Vic.
Shaquem is in control. You see, look, if Binary said, "Well, I don't want to fuck with you anymore, Shakim's just gonna go over there to Ness. He's not gonna fuck with Binary. Ness already did cuss Binary out. Ness done already embarrassed Binary. If anything, Binary's not going to be able to recover because of what Ness did to him.
Yeah, but
You
Shaquem was
see?
trying to defend. He was trying to defend Binary throughout that whole thing, and if you
Yeah,
paid
but
attention
if you
to,
go over there, like for example, like I got a crowd, right?
Mhm.
If I start cooking you, my crowd is going to cook you whether you right or wrong. Does that make
Correct,
sense?
correct,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
So
tied my ass out. They did.
hmm
yeah, you know whether you right or wrong, they don't give a fuck. My crew is going to do what I tell them to do. You see? So
uh,
Shaquem is right now just he's attention seeking. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
just a mere sign of loneliness. You know, the fact that he don't have no real friends in real life. You know, I live in Detroit too, so it's not like Shaquem couldn't get a job. He can't get a job doing cocaine.
oh, my
You know
nigga,
what I'm
three
saying?
one third. What's happening, my
Like
G? North
weed,
End, G.
right? Weed is legal in Michigan. You can even go
hmm
to a job like that give you a drug test. And if you got weed in your system,
Mm-hmm.
they don't even care. They'll still hire you after taking the fucking drug test.
Mm-hmm. As long as
Especially,
you ain't driving.
yeah,
Well, no, like bro, like out here in Michigan, like they didn't really like lowered them fucking laws to
it's
like
lax
Mm-hmm.
as
next to
fuck.
nothing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Like
it
it's
bro,
is.
lax
like when
as
I
fuck.
went and got my job at Amazon, right? You know, I've been look, bro, I'm 46. I've been smoking weed ever since I was like 12 years old. Nigga. At 9 o'clock in the morning, I was blowing. At 11 o'clock, they put the 7-day stick in my mouth. 2 days later, they was telling me to come to the facility.
Yep.
hmm
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty laxed out here, especially if you go to specific. I can't remember the name of that. What's that one down? Concentra down on Jefferson. If
Yeah,
you got on there,
Concentra,
yeah,
look, Concentra
you
is
passing all
like
fucking day.
you gotta fucking like really fuck yourself up at the job, nigga, to get
hmm
sent to Concentra. That's when
Yeah,
they gonna start pulling bells and whistles on you. But yeah, man, it like Shaquem. I mean, first of all, he's young, right? He's 28 years old, about to be 30, um, and he doesn't have any direction in life. So
hmm
he's not like something that can be fixed. He's a statistic per
well,
se.
he got
He's a
something.
walking statistic.
Yeah,
So
he got something on binary though. I wonder what it is. What's this? This is it's a bomb that he
Yeah, he
got
got
on
something. He
well,
binary.
yeah,
does
he got
definitely
Yeah,
has
stuff on
something.
he
binary.
got
Y'all
something
said
on
earlier
binary.
that he called binary's job, right?
Well, I think it goes
Oh,
deeper
he
than
got
that.
something
Well,
else.
wait. If he called binary's job, that means he has binary's government name.
Oh yeah, he got all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
He
So,
got all that.
so that's why
Binary's government
binary's
name ain't
scared,
hard
right?
to
Does
find.
anybody else have binary's government name?
I do. I got his
The
Uh,
government
entire
name.
sector, probably.
So,
Yeah,
The
so,
entire beef
so,
sector, dog.
everybody knows his
well,
name.
binary as far as like
Mm-mm.
government, I'm talking
Mm-mm.
about like
No, no,
you know
no. I
address,
think he got the truth
telephone
to that.
number, your mama, you
Nah,
know. I
I
let's
think
don't
he
move
give
got the
on.
truth
Let's
to that.
move on.
Mm-mm. I think he
Shakim.
But
got
no,
the
I'm
truth. I
giving
think
you
he
the
got the truth to
example. If
that.
Shaquem
No,
knows all of these things, he
I
would
think
never
he got the
turn.
truth to
He
that
would never
story.
turn on
Mm-mm.
I
Shaquem as far as
It's
I
binary.
think,
something else, though. It's something else because the statement again was, I take care of things for codes,
yeah,
like I've
I
done
think.
before. Codes is
Mm-hmm.
okay. Now, that would mean to me, well, I don't want to assume, but I'm going to just go on a whim and say that would mean the dirty work. Because Mr. Happy Go Lucky is not going to get dirty. He cannot get his hands dirty. That is why dude is there.
I think
That
he
is
got the
why
truth
he
to
is
that
there.
story. I really do think
no,
he got the truth to that story.
but that
Maybe
listen,
that's
listen.
just the Asian
You
side of
got
him
look
because
that
binary
would
Mm-mm.
can't do a
Mm-mm.
conversation about
look sell sell
Mm-hmm.
Asian
that would have already
discrimination.
been
That
up.
shit hits him hard for some strange reason. He can't talk about it.
It's been up, but here's the thing, though. Up on what? It's been up on what front? From what
No,
binary
no.
said?
Yeah, no, 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 no. So what I'm saying is that if Shakim had the truth to that story, he would have been ran that. Like, and
Mm,
he already played all those cards. Like, I
mm,
that's why I say I agree with Vici when I say that is he don't want to deal with the bullshit that's about to come with
Well,
him saying, I'm gonna choose MBK over you because he knows how this nigga reacts.
well,
He
let me
knows
ask
that him going into a beef is not gonna be roasting. It's gonna
you.
be this nigga calling his job, this nigga trying to get in contact with his wife's job. He know all of those things is what comes with the pettiness that is Shaquille.
Well, what other than the truth to that story, what could this man possibly have on this man? And I know this is
Nothing. He ain't got
situation.
shit.
What story
But
are
that
we talking about? What story?
he talking about the story of the sexual harassment story on the women. That's why I say, like, look, that's all been ran. Like, I
Mm,
can promise you, and I checked it. It ain't Shakim ain't got no truth, on binary because he would already run it. Shakim can't hold fucking water, so I mean he ain't
Okay,
mm,
holding
well,
on to shit.
on paper and in the courts, there has not been any allegations. And
Right,
I've checked all court records, every court in the area, and there's none.
mm.
right, right. Yeah, there ain't no Grish crazy.
but see, I could never trust binary
That's
knowing that he's
peace.
behind the scenes with Shaquem. I don't know how y'all could. I would never trust him.
He not, but see, look, that's the thing about the behind the scenes. Because remember, Shakim was shocked when he found out that NBK was talking to him. Because remember, that Instagram account, NBK said this, that Instagram account was made just to talk to binary. And remember,
Mm,
he said,
You
I
see?
don't get why you didn't correct Shakim when he was talking about the Instagram account and saying that I just created it to troll him when you know that I used it I created it to talk to you on there. So
mm,
that go back into that thing where he was talking about with the trolling. That's why I say binary had his chance. He should have corrected a lot of this shit when it first got popping. When Shakim went there on the panel, y'all supposed to be a team. If we a team, there's no way we should even be talking about doxing each other or entertaining motherfuckers that's doxing your family, showing pictures of your children, showing pictures of your wife. You can't even entertain niggas that's doing that if this is supposed to be a part of your little team. But binary always like to play that, oh, I'm just trolling. So now when you show up on Shakim panel and Shakim saying this dumb shit about the goddamn Instagram, you don't even correct that, knowing truthfully why he created that Instagram. So I mean,
mm.
like I to me, it's not that Shakim has anything on binary as far as any additional information. There isn't anything there. I mean, we got the feds sitting with us. She would know, but there isn't anything else. There isn't anything else there.
Wait, I would like to say, I plead the fifth. But look, what I want to
See,
Uh,
say
there
is
Say that
that,
publicly. You're not the
but
feds.
look, I want to say that that Instagram,
Mhm,
the organization that he was talking about,
mhm.
it's a charity. So that means that it's a LLC, so it's spread out through other. He could do things with that. So
right.
it is real. So he really should have took him up on his offer. He said that he didn't believe him
Hey,
because I
Mm,
you know
checked
what,
it.
Grish? See, as
damn.
as an older man, I look young, but I'm 46. Well, excuse me, I'll be 46 in June. What I've learned in the 10 years up here is that you can't play with these kids. You
Mm.
understand, Grish? They kids. And when you start looking at a child as an adult, then you're the problem, not them.
But he's
Mm.
You
30,
see?
Vic. He's 30, man.
But
That
but
don't
but
mean
he's a
nothing.
30-year-old child. Number one, we all know that somebody's taking care of that boy in that house right now.
That is
Mm.
Somebody's
correct.
paying that
Yeah,
water, somebody's paying that light, somebody paying that gas, somebody paying that cable bill.
that's a
Kip
fact.
is.
Okay, so if the job is to come up here and jump, and this is what I want y'all to really pay attention to. Shakim is not building his channel. Number one,
Mm, that
he's
is true.
he's he's panel hopping. He's a troll. He doesn't know how to be a content creator. If you look at the last video he uploaded, he put his little 15 minutes clipped up there and he talked about absolutely nothing. He ain't been live since. He has no goal to be a content creator.
Well, can I?
Because in
Can I?
order for you to be a content creator, you have to build on your own channel, not go live on others.
Okay.
You
Mhm.
Now
see?
he
So
was live today.
it's the intermittence of it. Do you understand? You have to be focused. Do you realize I got 2,600 videos uploaded on one channel? I got 30
Vic,
active
he been
channels.
live 3 times a day though,
Yeah,
Vic.
he goes live at least three
He
times a day.
addicted to that motherfucking
Hey,
And
live.
That's
then and
what
then
hey,
I'm saying.
you
look,
He
can
is
even
I've
trying
see
been
to
you can
looking
build,
at
even
that
see his
channel.
upcoming
I've
streams.
but
been looking at that
he's
channel and I haven't seen anything. So if he did
but
videos, he might have put them on members only or some shit.
Mm-mm.
I'm
listen,
not
What he
part of
does is he
it.
goes
he
live, and then at the
hmm
end of him, he pushes them over to members only.
hmm
That's what he does.
and
Oh,
the
well,
bad thing that I see is that he does the memberships, and people are giving him memberships today. Okay, that's great. But then this Cardi B thing, if somebody wanted to be nasty, they could take that whole channel because there's copyrights all across the board.
Yep,
And I'm
sure
not
is.
suggesting that at all.
Hmm.
Codes, I'm not suggesting that because that would get him out the way. Have a
Well, even with this thing that he got upcoming, he talking about he got a song with Tupac and all that. And they're like, you don't recognize just how dangerous of a game you really playing. Like
codes,
outside
I'm,
of
I'm not telling you to do that.
no,
well, I
we
don't
would
know,
never
man.
we would
I
never
see
tell
mental
someone to
brain damage.
reach out to the
Like,
Tupac
like
estate, but
nobody's trying to hurt Orlando Brown. Like for real, they know he
mm,
crazy. So how is Shaquem any different? Like when I see Shaquem, I see somebody that basically is taking some type of psych meds. And we do have those places here in Detroit. They call them the development centers.
he's not from Detroit.
But he lives here now.
He don't
So
live in Detroit.
you said he don't live in Detroit?
He do not live in Detroit. It's already
Wow.
been proven.
Okay. So fill me
But
in.
here's the thing. He put that information out there himself. That's the crazy part about it.
No,
Well,
That's
he
I
why
don't.
said he lives on my side of town.
I
yeah,
don't
no,
want
no,
to.
no.
I don't want to
I'm not
dox or
doxing
nothing.
it. No,
But
I'm not
the house
doxing
That's
it.
that he
not
came out
doxing.
of,
That's
the
not doxing.
house,
That's
the
correcting. But
house,
yeah, I'm listening.
the
Hmm.
house he came out of,
It's not
he's
in
in it.
Detroit. It's not in Detroit.
Him. I'm going to leave that alone
Hmm.
because let me just say this:
Man, look,
he
look, look. I'm gonna
is
walk out my house. Hold on, y'all. Y'all sure? Wait, let's look around. Y'all sure the
so.
neighborhood didn't look something like this?
Mm-mm.
Okay, y'all sure? Because
Yeah,
the
I'm
houses
sure.
on the west side look the same.
Mm-mm. See, I'm not gonna say where he actually lives, but if you pay attention,
Long blocks, you know.
if you pay attention to
Man,
his
the
own
nigga live in
content,
Radford. Go ahead,
no,
Radford.
fuck it. All right, well, it
He
is
live
what it
in
is.
Radford.
The nigga live in
There
Redford,
y'all
which is
go.
not
Fuck.
Detroit.
He has a few places that he lay his head, and
No, 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 no.
Oh shit.
well, the church is over there,
The you talking about the Moorish one?
the Moorish one.
That's that, yeah. We already disseminated that was fake as hell. They don't even well,
They
yeah,
don't
they don't even
recognize. That's
recognize it.
correct. They don't
They don't
recognize, but it's
recognize
still an LLC. But
it. It
anyway,
is.
I agree what you're saying. But to get back to it, this is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, at this moment, the best thing that could happen, I'm just getting back to it, is to get grown folks on that panel tomorrow. Okay, give him the law and order and let him just do what he do. I'm telling you, that's the only, in my mind, that's the only way for Coles to make a comeback. They will be
Oh
screaming for him to keep that
yes,
show after
yes.
that happens. Yeah, oh
Yeah,
yes.
ZX has cut Binary's throat. If it like
Yes.
ZX wants nothing to
Why
do.
was he in Shaw's room today? He got gifted a membership.
Well,
Well, you don't have to be in a room to get a membership.
But he
check
was
check this out, sis.
uh-huh.
Take my word for it. As a guy that battled with ZX, okay? Yeah, ZX does not like Binary. He really don't like Shaquille. You know, we're
I
talking
believe it.
about.
I
We're
believe it.
talking about a man that's ZX. I think he's 50, he's 57, 58. So yeah, because I think he's like 12 years older than me. So his mental, as far as the tolerance of that troll shit, is like in the negative. He has zero patience for it. If anything, um, Binary made a mistake and he needs to apologize to ZX. That would probably be his best
I
bet.
think that's why she's
Nah,
saying. I think that's why she's
Hey,
saying
I
that it
know
would
Chris is
be.
gonna laugh.
Well, I think that's why she's
What?
saying it would be the best move for him because there
Okay,
can. And I'm not saying I don't know ZX like that, but let me ask
What
y'all.
would he
Would
be
y'all think?
apologizing for though?
Yeah, that's the question I was about to say.
it'd be best. It would be best if Binary to go to ZX's panel and try to squash the beef.
don't you be on his panel sometimes, Vic?
Oh yeah, man. I be all over it, Grish, like
No,
literally.
I'm
I
just
be
saying I
on
usually see
multiple
you
seconds.
on there. Y'all amening together.
But yeah, me and ZX met in the carbonation sector.
Okay, but I'm
Well,
talking
that's
about
why I
now.
said.
Y'all on good terms now, right?
Oh yeah, we good. Yeah, we good.
Okay,
We
good
got
shit.
into an argument. See, that's the thing. Those people that Shakim brought over here from the black sector, um, they were the ones originally. Um, I was with them, um, and it was a blood sport, Grish. The doxing,
Hmm.
uh, the exposing, the anything you could think of. Okay, just anything under the sun. What happened was me and ZX finally got together probably about maybe 2 years and maybe a year into the beef or so, and we squashed it. But it was just me and him that squashed the beef. Everybody else that he's beefing with, he still has beef with. So these people not only attack ZX, but they attack his moderators as well. Like in the black sector, it's not just you. They will go after the people that follow you.
Cause somebody exposed him. I didn't say the charges were real, but somebody pressed charges on anal assault.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation
But
out there,
somebody
but just
showed it.
trust me, it's just
Some
that
somebody showed it
it's
though.
heavy trolling.
The,
That's
the,
all you have. We
the
have
person's
professional
name is
trolls,
Anal
people that
Assault.
get paid,
Well, it
people that
was
get paid to troll. Like
what was the charges? I mean, I'm not saying that they went forth, but somebody came forward, and then they must have dropped the charges. But what was the charge?
well, some of those charges I put out, Grish, and what
Mm,
you see, all these things that they're talking about, ZX came from my channel.
Because
wow.
I saw it on
So
another channel,
let's
but
get into it, right?
what was
Look,
the anal
when I
one
was
though? I'm
wait a
just
minute, hold on,
asking.
no, wait, hear me out. Now
Madness.
look, when I was beefing with ZX, right,
Pause.
and
Like
I
right,
was
right.
doxing
Hoodie,
him.
get your pause button ready.
I know.
Oh
I
wait,
see.
listen, look, I was doxing him. I was attacking him. Like I said, we was at war, right? And while this war is going on, everybody's telling me that I'm wrong for attacking ZX, right? That I'm going too far. So when we squash the beef, Grits, check this out. As soon as me and ZX squashed the beef, the same people that told me that I was going too far started attacking ZX relentlessly with all the stuff that I had did. So it was like they just wanted me out the way. So I moved out the way. You feel me, Chris?
I hear you.
It was like, yo, for real. So all this time, when I had beef with ZX, y'all was cool with him. But as soon as me and him squashed the beef, it was y'all turn to attack him. I said, wow, okay. So y'all just wanted me out the way.
All right, now tie it back in the binary code thing for me, Vic. Go ahead.
So you're talking about like a year later, year and a half later, again, hoodie. All
Mhm.
the people that have been attacking ZX since I stopped attacking them never stopped. You understand? They never stopped. It's like, oh, well, Vic ain't doing it, but we still going. You understand?
Mhm. Mhm.
And MBK came over here to separate himself from that. He didn't like it wasn't his purpose to bring the black sector over here. Like
Mm.
I don't try to bring the black sector over here. I'm not, hitting panels complaining about what they're doing to me in the black sector. You feel
So
me?
so was he trying to bring ZX over here, over to
No.
the beef?
Look, I'm
Okay,
gonna
go
keep it
ahead.
a buck with you. That's a bunch of bullshit. No,
Mm.
NBK had no intentions of bringing ZX over here because ZX don't get brought any fucking where.
Okay.
ZX goes where he wants to go. NBK is not like the Silver Surfer, and ZX is Galactus. You understand? No,
Yeah, it was felony sodomy. That's what it was.
Whoa,
So, uh,
whoa. Pause.
I know.
yeah.
Get to low management. Pause.
Oh, that was
I
crazy.
said, yo, you said
Whoa.
Well, people in the black sector will tell you that I was selling my ass for prostitution.
Whoa.
get to low management. Pause.
Oh, that was
I
crazy.
said, yo, you said, hey, yo, my nigga.
Yo, the
You want?
way you said it was crazy.
We're gonna be petty. We can
Yeah.
start now. Let me know. We can start now. But
God damn.
So there are pedophiles in the black sector. There
Whoa.
are all types of disgusting people in the
Sharon
black
like the
sector.
show.
And to be
Sharon
honest,
like.
we don't like bringing any of these people out.
Mm.
Okay, because if I bring shine to 5 people in the black sector, then the demons come with it.
Mm.
So yeah, as a content creator that I've been up here, like I said, for 10 years, I'm selective on who I talk about, who I bring up. You feel what I'm saying? Because every sec, like y'all got Shakim as y'all little demon. Oh no, Shakim, he's light work. Do you understand? He's light work.
Mm.
Okay, he's
Can we
light work.
reroute?
I
Can we
mean,
reroute?
Beasley went up there and manipulated him like within 5 seconds. He had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh
And
man,
Beasley, one of
come
the
on.
oldest anacondas in the black sector. He's the biggest snake in the black sector. They greet you with a smile. You understand? They always come humble. That's how the devil approaches you. You
This
know,
talk this talk about
All
demons and
right.
snakes and ass.
Right. So how
Can
do you
we?
think Coach should do the show tomorrow, Vic?
Cole's going to be live by himself. I hope y'all guys are ready for that.
Ooh.
How long before you think he dropped the link?
I mean, he could drop the link. You won't see MBK
Mm.
See, I
And
let
how do you
this.
know? Wait. How do
Go
you
ahead.
know
Go ahead.
that,
Go ahead,
Vic?
Chris.
How do you know that?
because MBK is a man of his word.
And what word? When's the last time you heard that word?
Well, he said it multiple times. I don't know if anybody was paying attention because everybody was trying to convince him to go back. He kept telling y'all no.
And you feel what on that? You feel
I
that
feel
that's a
that
good
you
move?
should listen to him when he says he's not going back.
Okay, so I'm just asking, are you up
Yeah.
here as a mouthpiece for the old man, or are you here on your own?
Well,
Because
no,
I
no,
mean,
no.
it's starting to
The
sound
army of
like
Victim On currently has the biggest channel in the black sector.
okay.
So yeah, like nobody controls me, not even my donors.
Okay, so now, what route would you go if you were codes like as of
Like
tomorrow?
I said before, he should go up there and apologize. I know that sounds crazy to y'all, but that's what he should
What?
do.
On
Wait,
his
slow
own
down.
channel or on
Wait,
ZX
wait.
channel?
If he wants NBK, that's what he's going to have to do.
He got to apologize to MBK, right?
And ZX.
On his
What?
channel? Wait. On
Look
his
at y'all.
channel?
Look at
Wait. Hold
y'all.
on.
Look at y'all.
Wait. On his channel or on ZX's channel?
Well, no. Listen, Sel. He got to apologize to NBK
On
on
his
his
channel.
show
Yeah.
tomorrow. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
I'm talking
about
about
this
as far as
ZX
ZX.
thing.
That's
Yeah,
what I
I
was
don't know
asking.
about
Do
the
you think he got to
ZX.
go to ZX panel to apologize to him publicly and like in front of
I
his
don't think he
crowd?
got to apologize to ZX at all. He should be
Mm.
fucking pissed with ZX for blowing his whole shit up right now.
Mm.
I'd
Hey,
be fucking
hey,
mad.
check this out. The logo is GFTV. That's a gang hoodie.
Hey, you part of that game?
And I like how y'all put it in an individual free thinking mind. If you're in GFTV, you in a gang. All
Are you
right.
part of that gang? You part of that gang? Vic, you part of that gang? Are you part of GF gang?
No. I'm the AOV president. I got my own gang.
Okay. Damn.
Mm.
You know, like I said, we recently hit 10,000 subscribers. So the gang is now like a Monday Night Raw arena.
And how many pounds does that gang have?
How many who?
How many pounds?
How many pounds of what?
Oh, I don't know. Come on, Vic.
You said how many pounds? I don't know how many pounds of what.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've been here
What's the weight
since,
of that
wait.
gang?
I've been
What's the,
here since 2013, right here on YouTube.
what's
Cause
the
you've
weight of
been
that
you've been
gang?
live with the pounds, so I was just asking.
Well,
Mm.
I've been live with Tommy Sotomayor. I've been live with Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. I've been live with Brother Polite and Sa Netta. I've been live with Tariq Nasheed. I've been live with Phil from the Advice Show. I've been live with Oh God, with Hip Hop Uncensored. I've been live with a bunch of people in a 10-year time frame. Fundi, Nature Boy, World News.
Hoodie, tell me when you want me to stop.
Listen, man.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen.
Listen, I
That
Because
love
that's
you,
trapdoor
some
was
Vic.
a motherfucker.
Vic, I couldn't listen. I couldn't even wait for him to get to 20. I was counting. I told you either $20 or 21 to get this nigga the fuck up out of here. But listen, the numbers dropped fucking by 20 when the nigga kept talking. I'm sorry, Vic. We had to try you another day, man. Jesus, Vic. You
Oh
can't
shit!
keep the nigga on topic.
Hey,
Listen, I watched this
the springs in that trapdoor was well oiled. You
man.
didn't even hear that motherfucker open.
Listen, I like Vic, man. Vic, I like you, man. But
Oh,
listen,
shit.
this New York side of the show, they like this shit to be running, man. You come up here with that slack jaw yokel talking at 46, talking about you look like a young nigga, Vic. I love you, Vic. No, you don't.
I gotta give Gris a shout out. She ain't shit.
Look, why the numbers go up? Look, you kicked the nigga off the stage.
Hey, when she started asking him like how many pounds, I was just like, damn, Gris, you
I
ain't
was like,
shit.
damn, Grish done with the nigga too. She was like, look, how much longer you want me to wait? I'm like, fuck. Damn. Damn.
What he didn't see was you was reaching for that button, and when you hit that button, that motherfucking door just flung the fuck
Nigga,
open. That nigga
listen,
was gone.
it would have been $20 or 20 of them ones, or me at the end of a blunt. You choose, Vic. Because when I fucking put that roach in my beer bottle, nigga, that was the end of you. I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it. And I like him. I listen. Vic be roasting, but if you ever watch one of that nigga lives, man, you'll be like, nigga, listen, he'll get to
Nah.
talking about Amazon for 37 minutes and forget the whole topic. That look, people in the chat like, man, I'm going to bed. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
killing the
Y'all
vibe.
gonna get back to topic. I'm like, oh
Mm-mm.
Lord, I'm gonna have to drop Vic. I hit
Mm-mm.
that nigga with the shine. I got to wrap it up. I hit him. He still ain't picking up.
All
He
right, so
ain't
He
hoodie.
picking
wasn't
up.
looking.
Go
So
He
ahead,
wasn't
hoodie.
man.
looking.
I implore you to please go live tomorrow around the same time.
Mm,
You shall see a shift in, in your viewership. I promise
mm.
you, you will. At the same time, sir.
Listen, absolutely. Look, you hear Vic. He said any drama with my name will cause your numbers to go up. That is hilarious, Vic, because as soon as we interjected the trap door on your ass, it's funny how the numbers are actually going up, but that means you're not an additional value to the show, so your commentary is not a value. That's funny to me. I think you should maybe think about that strategy. See how that's crazy. Look, how is it the numbers keep going up as soon as this thing is out of here, Vic? Vic,
That's
that
because
means he on
they
the
look at the
timer.
they look
That
at the
nigga,
preview. They look at the preview of the thumbnail. They don't see his face on there no more.
oh my God. Listen, man.
God
Yeah, Clark. Ray Triggs is on tomorrow at 7:30.
damn.
So look, and I do got the live with Raw tomorrow, the caught on film. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Shout out to the caught on film with Raw B tomorrow. Much love. We usually but see Raw trying to change that time. See, she killing me with these times because and I really like to be in Trig show. So, work it out for me if you can. You know what I mean?
hey, 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 look,
You
listen.
put it a word for me.
I put in the word for you, but the lady likes to do what the lady likes to do. I put in a word for you, though. I
but
do my
but
best.
listen, tell her that if you're gonna get the sector to come in, you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
have a show going on the same time that we're gonna be talking about, this troll gang shit with Pillsbury tomorrow. So I mean,
Mm,
you know,
mm.
I want to be in. I do want to be there. I ain't gonna hold you. I do want to be there. So if you could
Right.
put that word
Now,
in,
if you get me cussed out, I will be sending you a cash app request. I just want you to know that.
I got you, player.
Mm-hmm. We definitely send you a cash. You gonna and you ain't gonna be able to hit the Zedge button to like do like the fake cash app sound. Nah, yeah, you ain't gonna be able to do that, big homie. Nah.
We got receipts
That's
around
see,
here.
there you go. Bam.
Look. I shout out to Vic. Vic crazy as a Vic crazy as a mother. That nigga ain't shit. He paid for the trap though. I can't stand this nigga, Vic.
Hey,
I just caught it while he put $20 in there.
yeah. The 20 fell out his pocket when he fell. It was just floating. The
Shout out to the real niggas in Detroit, man. Well, they actually live there.
action.
Look, man, cause look, hey, listen, Black Rampage. Listen, man. Listen. Black Rampage roasted this nigga. It's some niggas out there, you, Vic, Rampage, but y'all actually from Detroit. So, it's funny, man. But the gangsters is funny out there. Shout out to Vic, shout out to Black Rampage, of course, shout out to my man Cell. You know what I mean? But listen, y'all making Detroit look a lot better because Shaquem got it
For
looking
real.
down bad, man.
Nigga's not from Detroit, bro. That's why, man. Him and that other little nigga, that little nigga Durrell. Whenever I hear anybody say these niggas is from Detroit, I instantly get pissed off. Like, please stop saying these niggas is from Detroit. These niggas are a fine representation of where the fuck they from, because it ain't Detroit. I guarantee you that shit. Niggas from Detroit who actually is in Detroit, who rep Detroit to the fullest, and who actually put in work and actually do some real stepping. And I ain't talking about no, illegal shit. I'm talking about actually putting in. What we doing is we giving Detroit a good name. And what like with this whole entire situation, I'm gonna spin it back to this thing with binary, with what Shakim has been doing, especially from what I've been saying, and not just from this YouTube shit, because I'm deep with it. I got a lot of information on this nigga, and more ways than one. This he's put. I wouldn't say he put binary in a bad spot. I say binary put himself in a bad spot. That's why the tomorrow is going to be extremely into. He go live at 7:30 my time, right? Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, 7
Yeah.
o'clock, man.
It's gonna
7
be
o'clock.
it's gonna be very interesting to see exactly what happens. And I'm gonna take note of it too. Definitely gonna take note of it. Because I just want to see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna give him maybe 45 minutes just to see what pop. But after that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's just gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. But if I
Now,
see Shakem hop up on that panel, I know what it is.
now I hope that he don't try to bite, like, do a nest and have the platform filled with beef sectors, because that's not going to work. We already have somebody doing that. And I hope he doesn't take notes from Lemon and try to do a Lemon, and and have it going on and on and on and on. The bottom line is, if he was to, my opinion, if he was to go out like, does he ever go out in the street?
Who
No.
Shakem or binary?
Binary.
Yeah,
I think he did.
I mean, he got a job.
I
So
understand, but I'm
yeah.
saying, has he ever went out there and touched the street? You know what I'm saying? I'm just
No,
like
no,
throwing
no,
some
no, no, no,
ideas
no,
No,
out
no,
no,
there.
no,
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 no.
no, no.
I
He was
hell no.
no, he was raised like, crystal loving, like new age style.
Well,
Like to be,
Mm.
kind of like that.
if he was to go somewhere like, I don't know, somewhere. and show us some of his surroundings and stuff, to be open, that might keep people there for a few more minutes. I'm just
Nah,
trying to think
ain't.
of
Mm,
ways
mm,
he could.
Yeah,
mm.
he ain't doing that.
He
Yeah,
ain't doing that.
he ain't
He ain't
doing
doing
that.
that. He
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 has to
he'll.
be open. He has to be open if he's gonna pull it by himself.
Yeah, see, that's
Mm,
why it's not gonna work, Grish, because he's a troll.
mm-hmm.
He,
Self admitted.
yeah, he's a he. Well, and I mean, like I think that being doxxed and shit and make people afraid to be open. What I mean, like you can't promote your business and shit. With these motherfuckers because they're trying and tear your shit down. It go beyond just like proving whether or not you got a business. It's not okay, Hoodie got a business. Yeah, I'll fuck with it and buy some jerk fucking tacos or some sauce and shit. Nah,
Mhm.
these niggas not gonna do that type of shit. No.
Well, he really can't though, because didn't he have a scandal where like he pretty much self admitted that he did something like with these kids that he was teaching or something like that, and it like ended up blowing up in his face where like he was taking pictures or some shit like that.
No, that was more of like a sector water
Okay.
lease scandal. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's not it wouldn't be a good move for him to do that because he got too much at risk. Then on top of that, he has a wife. I don't know how much of this uh I don't know how much of this whole entire thing has affected her, if it's affected her at all, because I don't believe anybody actually did contact this job. But it's a lot that you got to take into consideration when you want to do something like that. There was this guy from the sector that I came from, and he was very public on everything he did. The problem with that was you got the vultures. The vultures is watching and they hungry. And when you that wide open, you leave yourself vulnerable to all of the stopgaps.
Well,
And when
yeah.
people, hmm,
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, you leave yourself wide open to where those who because your haters always watch. That's a given. But all the vantage points that you leave yourself wide open for, um, it gets really deep, especially when people start to triangulate things about your life and they start taking notice of how you move at what certain times of day and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he has a TikTok where he shows everything. He has a TikTok where he shows his house, where he shows the front of his house, and how he has dogs where he used to sell, or raised to sell.
Mhm.
He shows everything, and I'm just
Mm,
saying that's more relaxing, the relaxing hold, than it is with the one we're getting.
But if
Jesus
you think if
Christ,
he
Chris.
brought you
Fuck.
think if he yeah, I'm saying that. You think if he
Yeah,
brought that to YouTube,
yeah.
that would be more dangerous to him? At least
It's
you know what?
already
Let me let
out
me let
there.
me change the choice. Let me change the question. If he brought that to YouTube, would that be a threat towards his show?
Okay, you're asking me, right? It's
Yeah.
already out there. It's already out there. You
Mm,
understand? Because they came the wrong way. So it's already
mm,
out there. So now I'm not saying that he has to do what he's doing on TikTok to show his wife and show his kids and all that. You know what I mean? We're not asking
mm,
that. What I'm saying is, if he was to go out there and show us something in his area, a mall or something, him showing him doing regular things. You get what I'm saying? Because he's
mhm.
so wound up tight. The only other option is to unwind and show us your surroundings that make you comfortable. Show us something to make you human. Because right now
Mm,
he's like a toy, he's like Toy Story.
yeah.
The only human element that came, at least that I seen from his, I guess, repertoire, was when there was the narrative that someone did contact this story. And when Binary comes in the story, his job, when Binary usually comes into the panel, he's got that lighthearted Kermit the Frog fuck voice. When there was the narrative that someone potentially called his job, he didn't come up with the "Hey guys, it's me," but no, he came up with the "Hey guys," and I'm just like, "Whoa, what was that?" And then to hear his wife, I'm like, "Wait, that's a you what you're seeking is a human element here." And did he gain sympathy from that? Well, we heard another panelist say that he did gain sympathy from that they did go over there and provide him with memberships and stuff. If he does decide to become more vulnerable or more open in the way that you're talking about, Miss Krish, me as a private person, to a degree, I think that would just this is just my perspective. I'm not willing to be that open with people because I know who's watching and I know who could potentially try to do something. But the problem is, I'm not afraid of what people would do. I'm more so afraid of where I wouldn't stop at to stop that. And I don't think that'd be a good move for Binary because I don't think he built like that.
I'm just saying the only
Mhm.
opposite of as tight as he is to loosen up a little bit and let us get familiar with him and let
Mhm.
us see him in comfortable settings. That might save his show. Because at this moment, he gotta you understand he gotta kiss the ass
Right,
down.
right. And you're
Mhm.
meaning for the beef sector because see our
Yeah.
sector has been introduced to him in that way before. So I think that what Grish is saying is that the only way it's going to work for him in the beef sector for him to continue this situation is to open up. Damn, binary. That's I got a bit
Mm.
of audio I'd like to play for you and then take some comments from you. This was a clip taken from Shakim's live when there was a fellow who joined his panel from the Mo 3 sector.
Let me explain. My goodness. Let me explain that comment. Now, if you being freaky with the woman you love, and if she suck you off and spit it back in your motherfucking mouth, that's your
Pause.
business. You can't shame me for being a grown, freaky ass nigga. Now, what you can do, the person that donated $5 to talk about me drinking semen. It's not semen, it's actually called almond milk nut, bitch ass nigga. If you freaky with your woman, nobody should be trying to shame a grown man. We're not 12. Ha ha, we're in middle school. No, bitch, I'm grown, just like your mama. And if I do that, that's my business. See ya. Oh my goodness. I can't.
Just wanted to play that audio for you. Give me just a second.
Get to low management. Pause.
Oh, that was
I
crazy.
said, yo, you said, hey, yo, my nigga.
Yo, the
You
way
want?
you said it was crazy.
We're gonna be petty. We can
Yeah.
start now. Let me know. We can start now. But
That
you
was
said low
crazy.
management first.
The way you said it, it was an
That's
extra
reaching,
pause.
bro. Did I say it?
It was an
Yo, did I
extra.
say it crazy?
It was an
Did I
extra
say? Is he
pause. It was an
reaching?
extra
Is
D
he
on his,
reaching?
right?
Is he reaching?
Camera. It was an extra D on his.
Extra
He said,
D is wild.
Yeah. See,
I just wanted to introduce
Miss
y'all to
Grish,
what
I'm gonna let you go first.
Mm, mhm. Yeah,
Where she go?
Sal, this what the nigga. Listen,
What the
Sal,
fuck? Wait
Sal,
a
did
minute.
you did you see the message with the nigga asking telling ODS he gonna serenade him for his birthday?
Yeah, I did.
Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. See,
See, I
you
wanted
got
to point out what we doing.
that's
Go ahead, Sal. Yeah, see that? Hey, look, that's why I'm here.
oh
That's why I'm
shit.
here.
Well, see, this is I don't feel bad about saying what I'm about to say. If more people from the conscious community came out, and not talking about conscious energy, let me go ahead and clear it up. If my, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
What we doing? What we doing? What we doing?
Whoa,
What
nigga.
we doing?
Whoa.
What we doing, Sal?
It's not even low management at that point. It's high maintenance. Like, what in the hell is going? Did that nigga really just say? Hold on, let me read that. At ODS, let me serenade you for your birthday.
What we
Nigga.
doing? What we doing,
I,
Sal?
I see what they doing. I know what the fuck I'm doing. That's nigga.
This is supposed to be a heterosexual man.
He's not.
This is impossible, man.
He's not. No. It's
This is
it's
impossible.
it's no. It's not what we doing. It's what's been done. You see, the man has
Listen,
already been outed for saying that he's gay for pay. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, in those conscious communities where they's talking about Kemetville and stuff like that, he got ousted a lot for the type of conversations that he would try to bring, and everyone pretty much ousted him. Like, bruh, listen, if you are a homosexual man, or even if you are, keep pushing me. God damn, I can't with y'all.
Get to low management. Pause.
Oh, that was
I
crazy.
said, yo, you said, hey, yo, my nigga.
Yo,
What are we doing? So what are we doing, son?
What we doing is well, not what we doing. No, what he doing.
What are you
Yeah,
doing? What you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like when
yeah.
I saw this, I was like, yo, bruh, Brody, bruh. It's time, nigga. You might as well prance
You
and
might as well
dance
just
out that fucking closet.
yeah, you might as well just come the fuck out the fucking closet. But you know, like I said, the Kemetville, sorry, I'm mispronouncing the Kemetville conversation that he was having, and it's tons, it is a lot that he was having with those people, and the conversation that he would bring, talking about homosexuality amongst the Egyptians, and how he was trying to justify or at least point to how it is that that's oh, there's certain organisms and animals that can change their sex, so why can't we do it? And I was listening to him, like, this is on video, by the way. This is not just something in text. It's a lot of text to read. But even in his video, like, the people would call him out on it, like, bro, if you're gay, or even if you're bi, we can accept you for it. Thing is, why must you deny it? But then this is not the first questionable thing he's done. I'm pretty sure you heard the thing that he said about Lady Dimples.
Oh yeah, listen. You just heard Dimples was on that live that you just heard
Yeah.
about semen gargling.
Mm.
Pause.
Pause.
Get to low management. Pause.
oh, that was
I
crazy.
said, yo, you said, hey, yo, my nigga.
Yo, the
You want-
way you said it.
Listen. You know, like, what are we doing? Where are we at? Are we in the fucking twilight zone, bro?
What
Like,
this
is this? But see, binary saying these questionable fucking things too.
yeah, they all are. That's what they all are doing. They all revolve. They all exist within a revolving door of these sus things that they do and or say, and that they get upset when people question them about it. And it's not so much as we trying to find out your sexuality. It's more so just, now I do agree. I'm sorry, you know what? I do lean more towards what Miss Grish said about being vulnerable and being open. If I'm not mistaken, what's the percentage of gay men within the B sector? So wouldn't it be better for him to just come out and be open about it?
You know what? Honestly, I think that honestly for him over there, I think it is a better move for him. He can be more comfortable because like he can say those type of things and it not really be pointed out in the chat over there. Like, we gonna bring that shit up. Like, we over here, like, what the fuck is you doing, son? Like, yo, what are you really doing? Like, what do you mean? Can you serenade a man for his birthday? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's incredible to me.
Yeah.
That's hilarious to me. It's unbelievable to me that niggas would even niggas would think, what?
And it's even in the more comfortable places. Like, you can't even joke with people about shit like that. Like, that's not even something that you can even on a low level. You can't even like joke about shit like that. So you comfortable enough, especially when you do that around people who will receive that. No, Chad T, to hell with you. That's not how we get down. You can go ahead. That's not Detroit again. So you about to piss me off. That ain't no motherfucking Detroit. That's Redford, baby. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Like, here's the crazy part. You know what? I've been holding on to this one for a while, but I know some partners that's on that app that legendary app that everybody say that he's on, and they looked up that area where he's at, It's quite a few people I know in that area. And when I looked in, when I got the information that I need from that area, I'm gonna have to reach out to some of those people and be like, hey, so what's up with my man? Say he want to
Mm.
serenade people, say like, and it's pretty wide open on how they operate on that app. And I'm just wondering, because you know, it's a story out there that excuse me for a second.
Oh yeah, you good, you good.
What's
Well,
this?
yeah, but man, you listen. He all the way out there. He a queen with W right now. Can I
Mm,
serenade you? But see, binary saying questionable things now. Like it's a lot of shenanigans I noticed that's been
mhm,
going on with them as they take their ass over there. You know, and I mean, listen, I look, enjoy yourself. You know what I
mhm,
mean? I appreciate the people that come over and watch Hoodie, but I'm a heterosexual married man. You know what I mean? So it ain't gonna be
mhm,
none of those type of shenanigans. But that's why I said even when they go to roasting like that, I'm the
mhm,
fuck up out of here. It
mhm,
ain't nothing for me to talk about. And these the
mhm,
motherfuckers coming up on this panel now talking. And he ain't got no problem. I'm gonna go on Merc.
mhm.
Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, listen,
It's not
Hoodie,
even roasting. It's not even roasted for them. At that point, it's just like threats of sexual assault with them. That's the crazy part. Yeah, you could go ahead and throw a pause on that because that shit be wild, bro. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know. I guess it's a shock and awe value because I noticed he got into it with Duke Farrow, and I noticed that there was a lot of Mo3 people that's moving into his channel and stuff like that. Even they even follow him over to other channels. Like today, when yesterday, when he got gifted those, I believe it was 60 memberships from someone named iBabe or something like that.
Mhm.
And I was looking in the chat, and I'm just like, damn, okay, that's a lot of names I don't know. And I'm just checking out the links as I'm going through it. I'm like, all right, so a lot of these is Mo 36s. All right, cool, bet. I wonder, do they really know? And then I seen him on the panel with Duke Farrell, and Duke Farrell was like, digging into him, pulling up old shit and all this, a lot of old shit that a lot of people know, but they may not know him like that in that sector. But even still,
I
it was
pulled up. I
yeah,
pulled up on his ass over there.
yeah.
That
I was
nigga
there
started
too.
singing.
Yeah,
Good luck for the intel.
yeah. And
That
he
nigga
was
was like, "How you know I'm over here?"
uh-huh. That nigga was mad. That was like, oh, hoodie fat ass was in the fucking chat. And then I said something, oh, now here come this fat fuck cellulite. Nigga, we don't worry.
Yeah,
Everywhere you go, we gonna be there. Trust me. They gonna know who you are. And it irritates actually, hoodie. I just want to do you notice that it irritates the fuck out of them though? That's the killer
it
part.
does. That's why I keep doing it. It
Yeah,
does. It
it
it, it,
throws
it
his
really
game off.
bothers him. It does. Because as soon as he sees us hit, he already knows. It's like when he see Carrie, when he see Miss T Pre, when he say some bullshit and he see us come up on the fucking link, that
Mm-hmm.
bitch know he gotta take a big snort of motherfucking cocaine because he about to start singing and buck dancing for the next 20 minutes to keep niggas quiet.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you hear how many hits that nigga took earlier though?
Yeah, about 4 5.
Yeah. Did you hear
Easy.
the cough after it?
Right after. That that's how I knew that it was legit. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
That coke
If
cough?
niggas know, they know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
at that point, at the end,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, he could have played it off as, oh, I'm crying, they gifted memberships.
Or he got
But
allergies.
yeah, nah,
Yeah.
at the end, that cough right after that
Mhm.
laugh. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, he got
Yeah.
him.
That
He got
booger,
him up.
that booger sugar was that listen, that booger boulder was hunking his ass down. That's why he had to cough that bitch up.
That bitch ain't got no nostrils. He's
Mm-mm.
gone.
No.
Listen, I can tell you right now, mucous membrane gone.
Oh,
I heard it.
yeah, he got nostrils. The thing is, though, they wide open and clogged up at the same time. Because by the time it hit the back of his throat, it's over. That's why he
Gone.
start choking.
Gone.
It's-
If you know, you know.
hey,
Listen,
oh, when I was
before
working at Dog, when I was working at the shelter and I would hear niggas like coughing, I'm like, bro, it's the middle of summer. Who the fuck is coughing in
Mm-hmm.
summertime? You see what I'm saying? I get you got allergies. You can take Benadryl or some type of antihistamine, some shit like that. But that it's
Mm-hmm.
like, wait a minute.
Gone. Got
I
him.
know that. It's over that dog food. Next thing you know, that motherfucker leaning or they up. And if they up, it's over, baby. They ain't going to sleep for like 3 days. That's why that nigga be up panel to
Mm-hmm.
panel, show to
Wide
show.
open.
Mm, yeah,
Wide, all the way the fuck open.
yeah.
Wide open. Wide. That's why the
Mm-hmm.
bitch can't gain no weight neither.
Mm,
Wide. He don't listen, he don't eat shit. That motherfucker, listen, he drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes, and doing coke, man, every single day. That's it. He all look, he using look, every cash app he get, buy him enough coke for the day.
mm. So you think those workout videos he be posting is old?
Yeah, we already know they old. They just remakes.
Mm,
He re-uploading them. They was already uploaded. That bitch don't go nowhere. He don't do nothing. He don't go nowhere. He don't go to the gym. He don't go nowhere.
mm,
The motherfucker only skinny because he on coke. He don't eat in the house.
mm, mm. Okay. Okay. Well, that makes sense. That points to it.
He
Especially if
on
you up on
coke.
coke like that, you ain't hitting no motherfucking gym. That nigga on
You
the Hollywood diet for real, for real.
listen. Shakim ain't got time to go to fucking Starbucks.
Mm.
That bitch barely got time to make it to the liquor store. And you know how he probably sitting in the room holding that glass of fucking Taylorport. He can't afford Taylorport. Taylorport cheap as fuck anyway.
Yeah, he can't afford that shit. You
He
know why?
can't
Because
even afford it.
he keep on spending money everywhere else. He got to spending
Yeah,
the shit buying his own member. But it's like you said the other day, which by the way, I got to tell you, bro, I was dying laughing at your motherfucking ass when you was like, when you only see one membership, he broke.
bruh, one. Come on, Sal. He was gifting 50, 20s. You gonna throw
Yeah.
one nigga, please, man.
Mm-hmm.
You better believe it, YM. He live on gas station noodles and drive-through meals. Man, that shit cheap and easy. That nigga doesn't go nowhere, man. He get enough money each day to buy some coke and a pack of cigarettes. That's all Shakim need. Is literally, man. He needs some coke, pack of cigarettes, little bag of coke, some pack of cigarettes, man. Newport 100s in the box.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, nigga. He got Folgers coffee at the house, nigga. Cheap.
With no coffee machine. He just scooping that
No,
shit right up out the motherfucking canteen.
scooping it, man. Look, the nigga
Mm-hmm.
ain't even warming the water on the stove. That bitch just taking the water straight from the pipe,
Nah,
mixing
you
that
remember
motherfucker up.
you remember that old I can't remember which company it was. It's like a bedding and furniture company, and the motherfuckers just spooning that shit right up out the motherfucking container and just munching that shit down. He probably listen when that nigga said a bump, nigga, that wasn't no bump. That was a motherfucking collision that he was looking for. I think he
Yeah.
was lying. I damn sure think I think Miss T Pre was trying to be nice to him, like, yeah, it was a bump. Nah, 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 nah. That nigga was looking for a car crash. That's what he wanted. That nigga wanted a full-on collision but to get his ass blasted through the motherfucking universe. And that's what he got. That's why his ass be up for fucking a month and a half at a time. Nigga ain't slept in forever. I've never heard this nigga ever say, I need to get some sleep. I've never heard him say it. And I done seen this nigga jump from panel to panel to panel. I didn't went to sleep and woke up and the nigga is either on the panel still or he on another motherfucking channel. Nigga don't never go to sleep.
He don't go to sleep. Look, he on
Mm-mm.
fucking coke. That's why he show up late to his own fucking fake job. Think about it, like the binary code, that's a fake ass job.
Platform. So like, I don't know Miss Darling's nothing. I don't know Miss.
Oh, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find where he said it. He did it on Lemon Live in the beef sector. Let's see. He came up here.
I am Lady Dimple's fool.
Let's see where he at. Which one is code? This one, I don't see him. I don't see binary code. Is there a button?
Really
This comment
embarrassed.
is sick.
And that's how psych
Look at
wrestled the
Paul.
anaconda. I'm talking about moving.
All I heard.
No.
Oh, with the God, but
What's the timestamp? Oh, he did it in the chat.
Mm. Mm.
He did it in the chat, huh? In the chat, in the chat, in the chat. Oh, binary, huh? So he's not gonna go live tomorrow.
Really?
I wonder if that's
No.
bullshit. Because he still got the live up, so I'm wondering.
Let me check. Hold on. Let me go to his page real quick. Live. Tomorrow's the 30th. He got it set with 7 a.m. And the title of the fucking live is very intriguing. The problem with NBK. Do he got a description up?
No, he ain't got
Coffee
nothing.
and conferences. No, he ain't got nothing in there.
He ain't gonna give no more than that. That's what the nigga do.
Oh, the nigga's over there on lemons. Hold on.
Yeah, they said it was in the chat. That's interesting. That's very interesting. He changed the date on his live. I didn't see that. I did not see that with Cold Fin. Let's see. Yeah, it's still set. Oh, yeah, it's set for Tuesday. Because today, yeah, it's set for Tuesday.
Yeah, he don't got it for he don't got it for tomorrow.
I still think he's gonna go live. Oh, lying ass motherfucker.
Think it's just gonna be like a little pop up, like the nigga he ain't even go like have no pre show. I mean not pre show, but no pre time. It's gonna be like nigga set and then go.
I think he trolling, and I think he gonna go live at 7 a.m. or at the regular morning show time. So I think he trolling right now, unless he really got something going on tomorrow and he can't go live. But I guess you got to delay the situation with MBK because I'm wondering how that shit gonna fucking work, man. I'm wondering how it's gonna work. So give your last thoughts, man. We're gonna get the hell up out of here. I'm about to hit the trap door on our asses.
Go ahead and hit the trap devil dog, because I damn sure need to get me some motherfucking sleep before I gotta get these damn kids up, take their ass to school. But I appreciate you, dog. It's always a good conversation as always. Appreciate everybody in the chat who stopped by, showing love and participating in the conversation. Shout out to Officer Grish and what's my man's name? Victor Mall. Shout
You
out to
mean
my man's
Agent Grish of the
Agent Grish.
CIA.
Agent Grish of the CIA. The mother.
Jeez.
Listen, bro. When I first heard her, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sitting back and I'm using my motherfucking Bruce Wayne brain. I'm just like, it's too many variables with this one, but I like it. I like that dark, dangerous shit. That shit was dope. The way she was hitting that nigga ran the fuck up out of here. But I will see y'all later. Appreciate you, brother Hoodie. Y'all take it easy, dog.
Man, salute, man. Look, I'm
Salute,
about to go on bed my damn self, man. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Enjoy this Marcus Miller on your way to fuck up out of here. We'll see what Binary does over the next couple days. Will he be live at 7? Listen, I'm thinking that he will. We'll see. Maybe he really do got a situation that he got to take care of, that he can't get live tomorrow. Maybe that's the case. But I'm guessing that he is going to be live tomorrow, man. But look, man, y'all enjoy this Marcus Miller. I'm the fuck up out of here, man. Peace.
Deuces.